It became a problem with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry that I wouldn't do something and work for free.
You can't meet negative energy where it is. You have to rise above it. You have to transcend it.
Monique has once again stirred the pot by resurfacing allegations against Oprah and Tyler Perry, suggesting they've got some skeletons in their closets. Now, it looks like these two power players are gearing up to clap back at her accusations. So, what exactly did they say? While promoting her 2018 film, A Wrinkle in Time, with her castmates, Oprah sat down with Global Grind, and Monique's comments came up in the interview. Instead of apologizing to Monique, the talk show host referred to her concerns as negativity.
You can't meet negative energy where it is. You have to rise above it. You have to transcend it. I would never stoop to try to meet somebody where they are negatively.
Monique swiftly responded to this interview, and she said, "Oprah, there's a difference between negativity for the sake of being negative, and there's a difference between the truth, which may be negative. If you notice, what you're not saying is, I've lied about anything. And that is very telling, don't you think? #truth will set you free." In any case, Monique seems to be doubling down on her previous comments. In a recent interview on Club Shay Shay podcast, she asserted that Winfrey seized prominent roles that were initially offered to her following the Oscar controversy. Quoting Lee Daniels, Monique revealed, "Lee Daniels came out and said, I did offer Monique the butler. But as he said to me, he said, Mo, at the time I didn't have no power and I didn't have no money. Consequently, when Winfrey expressed interest, she ended up portraying the lead character in The Butler." Expanding on the issue, Monique pointed out a similar occurrence.
Lee Daniels was getting ready to do a biopic on Richard Pryor, and he offered me the grandmother. Who then calls Lee Daniels and says, I want to be the grandmother.
With an unreleased biopic about Richard Pryor. This pattern of events underscored Monique's frustration and raised questions about industry dynamics and power imbalances. Despite reconciling with Daniels in 2022, Monique emphasized her demand for an apology from Winfrey during the podcast. She insisted that Winfrey and Perry should join the conversation to address her grievances directly. "You've been unfair, you've been unjust, and you watched the black woman be thrown under the bus, and you said nothing," Monique expressed, highlighting her disappointment with Winfrey's actions and inactions. In addition to her personal concerns, Monique emphasized a broader sense of disappointment for the community. "I'm not hurt personally. I'm hurt for our community," she emphasized, signaling that her grievances extended beyond her own experiences to systemic issues affecting marginalized voices in the entertainment industry. This sentiment illuminated the deeper societal implications of the alleged injustices Monique faced. Monique also addressed the drama regarding her family's appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show in 2010. It was a month after Monique won the Oscar for Precious, when Oprah had Monique's brother on her talk show. Monique had been vocal about how her brother, Gerald Imes, had molested her when she was a child. In her interview with Sharp, Monique said that Oprah did call her to ask if it was okay to have him on the show. "Your brother wants to come on the show and he wants to apologize to you for being you, and he wants to tell other people how to look out for predators," Monique recounted Oprah saying. According to Monique, she told Oprah she wanted nothing to do with him but that she should still do the show in case her brother had become a different person. At the time, she was grateful that Oprah had reached out. "I start seeing commercials with my mother and my father and my other brother, who used to be my manager, who knew the fear that I had of the brother that was up on stage," Monique recalled to Sharp. Monique claimed that Oprah did not tell her that her other family members would be on the show. Monique said that she eventually confronted Winfrey at a party and said Winfrey apologized and claimed that Monique's family showed up on the day unexpectedly. Monique also told the Club Shay Shay podcast that her family also called the former The View co-host Barbara Walters to appear on the talk show before they spoke to Winfrey, but Walters rejected them. She said, "Monique, I told your family I can't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. You just won that award. Why would I do that?" Monique said of Walters, who died in December 2022. Monique added that she would have shut down the Oprah interview if she knew her mother would be involved. "We never talked about my mother being there," Monique said. "Oprah and I had a private conversation about our mothers. This is the part people don't know. I shared with Oprah Winfrey what we were going through and how I felt," she added. "But you don't tell me you have my mother and my father on your show, and you think that that's just okay?" In any case, Monique's revelations extended beyond Oprah, delving into her experiences with Tyler Perry and the lasting impact of industry rumors on her career trajectory. She recounted an incident where she witnessed Perry effortlessly command the attention of a room full of assistants with a simple clap of his hands, underscoring his influence within the entertainment sphere. In a surprising twist, Monique disclosed that she had clandestinely recorded Perry admitting to spreading rumors about her alleged difficult behavior on set. She clarified testified that the recording was legally obtained according to the state's laws. Despite this revelation, Monique noted that Lee Daniels stood out as the only individual who offered an apology for the turmoil she endured. Furthermore, Daniels had even extended an olive branch by casting her in his upcoming horror film, The Deliverance.
See, that's a friend. That's a true friend that's saying, I love you so much that I want to make sure that's not on your heart or your conscience. Let's fix it. Let's make it right.
Nevertheless, the damaging rumors propagated by Perry and others had a profound impact on Monique's career trajectory. She lamented, "If I were a white woman, my name would be Melissa McCarthy," pointing out the stark contrast in opportunities between her and the prolific white actress who seemingly lands new comedy projects with regularity. The disparity in opportunities left Monique's interviewer, Sharp, visibly stunned and speechless. Monique proceeded to shed light on the financial injustices she faced, particularly in relation to her work on the sitcom The Parkers. Despite starring in 110 episodes of the show, which reportedly generated a staggering $800 million in revenue between 2004 and 2009, Monique revealed that she never received any compensation. She likened this apparent lack of financial transparency to the dubious accounting practices that often leave successful projects like Men in Black in perpetual financial deficits. The injustice continued as Monique recounted a recent incident involving her former co-star Countess Vaughn, who was reportedly being convinced by unnamed parties that the Parkers had not generated any profits. This revelation highlighted the ongoing struggle for fair compensation and transparency within the entertainment industry, particularly for Black artists like Monique, who have historically faced systemic barriers and discrimination. In any case, this is not the first time that Mo has called out these elites. In an emotionally charged and unfiltered interview with T.S. Madison, Monique bared her soul, revealing the intricate webs of power dynamics and systemic challenges she faced in Hollywood. The conversation unfolded with Monique recounting a pivotal exchange with Tyler Perry, a towering figure in the film industry. She vividly painted the scene, describing how Perry allegedly attempted to coerce her into campaigning for an award nomination without any contractual obligations. Monique's recollection of Perry's words was chilling. "You may want to campaign for this because if you get nominated, your next film will be $3 to $5 million." In response, Monique's defiance was palpable.
I said, Tyler, look at me. I'm a Black woman. Where they do that at? Those aren't the salaries that we're going to get.
Her refusal to bow down to Perry's expectations highlighted the stark disparities in opportunities and compensation faced by Black women in Hollywood. Monique's unwavering stance underscored her commitment to principles of fairness and equity in an industry rife with inequality. As the interview progressed, Monique delved deeper into the fallout from her refusal to comply with Perry's demands. She spoke candidly about being labeled as difficult to work with, a characterization she vehemently refuted. Monique revealed instances where both Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey allegedly contributed to perpetuating this narrative, despite evidence to the contrary. "Now here comes the blackball," Monique declared. "She's difficult to work with. Her and her husband, they are difficult people. So now nobody's going to touch Monique because Oprah Winfrey said nothing." The repercussions of being branded as difficult reverberated throughout Monique's career, impacting her opportunities and professional relationships. Despite her undeniable talent and contributions to the industry, Monique found herself marginalized and sidelined, a casualty of systemic discrimination and bias. In a pivotal moment during her interview with T.S. Madison, Monique shared the reactions of prominent figures upon hearing a tape recording that seemingly vindicated her claims against Tyler Perry. The responses from Al Sharpton and Kevin Hart shed light on the complexities surrounding Monique's ordeal, offering insights into the dynamics of power and accountability within the entertainment industry. When Al Sharpton heard the tape, Monique recounted his immediate condemnation of Tyler Perry's actions. "That man is wrong, and you're like my daughter, so I'm going to have to call him up." Sharpton's response underscored a sense of familial loyalty and a recognition of the injustice inflicted upon Monique. His willingness to confront Perry on her behalf exemplified a form of allyship and solidarity crucial in navigating the challenges faced by Black women in Hollywood. Similarly, Kevin Hart's reaction to the tape provided further context to the unfolding saga. Monique revealed that Hart initially called Perry to address the issue, but was met with resistance. "I called him, and he said he don't want to revisit it." Despite Perry's reluctance, Hart's commitment to his word and integrity shone through. he upheld his promise to Monique, demonstrating a level of accountability rare in an industry where relationships and reputations often overshadow principles of fairness and justice. However, the situation took a surprising turn when Perry seemingly changed his stance after further discussions. Monique recounted the sequence of events. He called back while we were on the phone and said, "No, I changed my mind. I will meet with Monique, but not with her husband." And then she has to apologize to me and Oprah Winfrey for saying that we had anything to do with ruining her career. This abrupt shift in Perry's position left Monique baffled and questioning the sincerity of his intentions. The demand for an apology added another layer of complexity to an already fraught situation, further complicating efforts to reconcile and move forward. Monique drew poignant parallels between her experience and those of other trailblazing Black women who faced similar backlash for speaking out against injustices. With reverence, she invoked the names of Eartha Kitt, Hazel Scott, Fannie Lou Hamer, and Hattie McDaniel, all of whom dared to defy the status quo and suffered the consequences. Oftentimes, when it comes to a Black woman speaking up and speaking out, it goes unheard until she dies, Monique lamented. Then once she dies, then we go back and say, well, she was right and let's make a movie about it. Meanwhile, several celebrities have come out to defend Monique, one of them being 50 Cent. Last year, 50 Cent said he launched a campaign to help revive Monique's acting career and recalled a private conversation he had with Tyler Perry in defense of the Oscar-winning actress. The hip-hop mogul appeared on Big Boy's Neighborhood in January, where he addressed Monique's casting in Season 2 of his Starz series BMF, and how he helped reignite her career after claims of being blackballed by Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry. While addressing cancel culture, 50, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, recalled confronting Perry about the role he played in Monique not getting cast in any major roles.
I was like, canceled, like Monique, why is she canceled?
The rapper then spoke about how Tyler Perry never stood by Monique as she was getting canceled. He said,
he was like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with her.
50 expressed his confusion about why Mo was out of work for 13 years because of something she said. What also shocked 50 more is the fact that Monique spent over a decade calling out Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry over claims they worked together to blackball her for not doing promotional press for the 2009 film Precious. In fact, back in February 2022, Monique came forward with receipts of Perry's behind-the-scenes behavior, where he demanded Monique apologize to him for the blackball claims before he would agree to a sit-down with her. At Tyler Perry, eventually the people will see, listen, and do something about you not keeping your word. I am not going anywhere, she captioned an Instagram post at the time. Meanwhile, in March of the previous year, 50 Cent said he wants to see Monique dominating Hollywood again, so he's taking matters into his own hands. The Candy Shop MC said he was going to put the comedian back on, but before then, he wanted to give a few individuals a chance to make amends with the alleged blackballed star. I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry would not want to continue to allow their influence to damage Mo's career, and this has went on for way too long, 50 wrote. So now would be a great time to apologize because I'm going to put her back on. I don't miss. 50 Cent has been lobbying for Monique's Hollywood return since watching the comic perform live during Super Bowl weekend. After praising her Fire show, he chastised fans for canceling the Parker's actress and shared his desire to see her back on top once more. We only supposed to cancel that ain't good for the culture. We need you to win again now, Monique, he once said on Instagram. But 50 Cent is not the only one who desires a genuine apology from Perry. Following Will Smith's apology to Janet Hubert, Monique requested that the creator of Sistas to take note and tell the world that she'd never done anything. Perhaps Tyler Perry, who has admitted in private that he was wrong, will follow suit and be man enough to apologize in public, he promised. We'll work on Oprah and Lionsgate a little later, she said at the time. P.S. Tyler, you won People's Choice Award for being the people's champ for your body of work. Tell the truth about a woman named Monique who did nothing wrong and be a champion for the individuals who supported your career for years. Anyway, 50 Cent appears to be too mad to just make comments. No, he has gone a step further to help out the blackballed actors. 50 has gone full mogul mode. He has embarked on a mission to revolutionize Black entertainment, to challenge the empire Perry had built. And what better way to do so than by starting his own production company, Enter G-Unit and Television Inc., a venture that promises to disrupt the status quo and redefine Black storytelling. But let's not kid ourselves. When Fifth started his company, he knew he was entering the lion's den. How could he compete with the behemoth that was Tyler Perry Studios, with its decades of experience and its catalog of iconic films and TV shows? Well, 50 Cent had a trick up his sleeve, and it came in the form of a 985,000 square foot studio he acquired for his future film and television endeavors. And boy, has 50 Cent delivered. G-Unit and Television Inc. churns out hit after hit, including Power, Power Book 2, Ghost, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Power Book 4, Force, and Black Mafia Family. These shows, anchored in the authentic narratives of Black individuals, are a testament to 50 Cent's determination to reshape the landscape of Black entertainment.
So you got any news from that doctor you've been seeing? Nothing new? Well, what'd he say? No improvement. The treatment didn't work, man. He's for good.
But even outside of his success on those shows, which are predominantly based on the reality of Black people across social levels, the rapper has tried to explore other fields but was met with roadblocks by the elites of the industry. Despite having numerous projects in the works, one effort 50 won't be going forward on as of now is his series on NFL agent Nicole Lynn. Lynn represents several stars, including Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, who recently netted a deal worth nearly $255 million. In a rant on Twitter after news of that deal broke, 50 slammed Stars for passing up on his show. Nicole Lynn is no joke. I told Stars they didn't listen. They paid for development, then had a change of heart. Now you know I'm gonna sell this show in no time. GLG Greenlight Gang Bullseye I don't miss. 50 Cent wrote in the post's caption. What's more, fueled by his mission to dethrone Perry from his throne of influence, 50 Cent has also inked deals left and right. WeTV came into the picture, partnering with the rap mogul to launch the investigative series Hip Hop Homicides. This show promised to delve into the dark underbelly of the hip-hop world, unearthing the shocking deaths of rising celebrity stars. But wait, there's more! 50 Cent isn't content with just television domination. He set his sights on the silver screen too. A partnership with Lucid Media led to an unscripted crime series set to debut on Peacock. And as if that weren't enough, 50 Cent and his mentor Eminem are cooking up a TV adaptation of the semi-autobiographical film 8 Mile. This man is on a roll, and no one could deny his forceful presence in the industry. However, 50 Cent's ambitions extend beyond traditional formats. He is set to produce an animated Black superhero film series titled Trill League, in collaboration with Lionsgate Television. This move solidified his position as a multifaceted influencer, determined to reshape not just the way stories were told, but also the very stories themselves. But let's circle back to the heart of the matter, Tyler Perry and the controversy surrounding his work. Despite his towering success, Perry's films and shows have faced criticism for amplifying negative stereotypes of Black identity. Spike Lee, the maestro behind iconic films like Do the Right Thing, didn't mince words when he called out Perry's work for its coonery buffoonery. And he wasn't alone in his critique. In an open letter to Perry, Jamila Lemieux expressed gratitude for the opportunities he provided, but questioned the portrayal of Black men and women in his narratives. Additionally, 50 Cent reached out to Taraji P. Henson, who also got caught up in the elite's vicious cycle. For context, during her SAG-AFTRA Foundation interview, Henson was asked what the best acting business decision she's made was. Firing everybody after Cookie, she instantly replied. Everybody had to effing go. Where is my deal? Where is my commercial? Cookie was top of the fashion game. Where is my endorsement? What did you have set up for after this? She said. All they wanted was another Cookie show, and I said I'll do it, but it has to be right. She's too beloved for y'all to F it up. And so when they didn't get it right, I was like, well, that's it. And then they had nothing else. You're all effing fired. Following the conclusion of Empire, Fox announced plans for a Cookie-led spin-off, with Henson involved in its development alongside co-creators Lee Daniels and Danny Strong. The project ultimately didn't come to fruition. Meanwhile, in a post shared on Instagram, 50 Cent endorsed Taraji P. Henson's decision to fire her entire team for failing to capitalize on the popularity of her Empire character, Laretha Cookie Lyon, alongside a screenshot of a Deadline article reporting on Henson's recent comments, which she made during a chat for the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. Power producer 50 Cent praised her decision and invited her to work on something together. They dropped the ball of them Taraji, he wrote. I'm ready to work, let's get it. Among the people whom Fifth was calling out was Oprah, who had allegedly watched by as Taraji was being offered low pay for her role in the Color Purple film. At a recent career retrospective hosted by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation, Henson expanded her thoughts and revealed,
every time you achieve something really incredible, it's almost like the industry looks at it as a fluke. Like, that was like some one-time thing. And you gotta negotiate and fight tooth and nail to get what you made the last time. Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary.
In any case, it seems like these Hollywood elites just won't quit with their blackballing antics against actors. The poor souls caught in their crosshairs need a knight in shining armor to step up, speak out, and offer them some alternative opportunities. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.